Guys, hey, how's it going? It's good to see you. We're hanging out live. Hopefully, this is working for you now, and we are hanging out at my in-laws' place. So this isn't exactly the setup I was hoping to do with you, but it is the setup that we got that's working here. So I had to switch from live streaming on the computer to live streaming on my phone now. So hopefully this is working, and some of you guys are coming over. Yeah. So sorry about that. But we're here, and we get to hang out now, and that's what we want to go through. So let me first of all get people who are on the other stream over to this one. After I find the URL to this stream, and for some reason it thinks I'm in Germany. Why it would think that, I don't know. Sorry, hold on a second. You can see my thing. This is a terrible production for a live stream. I know. Um, okay, here we go. So for you guys, is people coming over for the other live stream? Is that where we're at right now? Um, you guys see me, right? Yep. Okay, yeah, where am I? Okay, good question. Let's start there. I am at my in-laws' place, and we drove 12 hours from Oklahoma to get here, or from Cincinnati to Oklahoma here to get here. And yes, for those of you who are on the other stream, my computer is it's driving me crazy. Like it gets so slow to the point where it's like hiccups. Like it just like you try to type and then you gotta wait like a few seconds for like the text to all then go all at once. I don't know. Yes, I'm in Oklahoma, curiously. I'll be here for the next 10 days or so. Um, yeah, so like this, I can't even refresh the page to get to the new, like to give the people in the old chat. And like, so I had to switch to my computer, and I don't even know what the heck is going on. This was just an epic fail. So normally I record these as podcast episodes too. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but we are, you know what? This is how, especially live streaming, but especially also being a creator, this is how things go down. And so for those of you who are watching the replay on this, I apologize that this is so bad and you're looking at my nose and that the lighting and the angle and the sound and everything is just terrible. But this is how we're going to roll with it. Hopefully you're going to get good content value out of this, and I'll figure out how to turn this into a podcast recording later. Can I even, it's like, please YouTube, just please let me at least just look at the chat, please. And again, I don't think this is YouTube's fault. This is just my computer is pretty old in terms of YouTube years, my laptop, and so when I travel, it's usually fine for just like email and thumbnails and stuff like that. But when I try to live stream or do anything like that with it, it's just no bueno. All right, let me get the other people in the other chat over here. Here's where we are. Okay. All right, cool. So let's roll with the punches here, and sorry for everyone who's like on the other live stream, but here we go. So I'm gonna record this as a podcast. This, again, not gonna sound or look great, but does this sound better if I do it like this, guys? Does this sound like way better, or is it just louder? Hopefully this works. This sound, if this sounds better, I'll just look weird and hold it like this. No, it does not sound better to that. Okay. All right. Got it. No. Okay, I got it. I'll let it hang. Thank you, everybody. All right. So let's just roll. Roll. All right. Okay. This is gonna be really awkward, but let's just go for it. And the guys you know who've been here before, that just ask your questions that you have. And Heidi is in the chat. She's Scandinavian today. At least I assume she is. I just see it go by really fast, so I'm having a hard time keeping up with this. So I'm going to really rely on Heidi here to take your questions and put them in a Google Doc, which I do have open in front of me. And we'll do my best to keep up with those questions as I can after I kind of get to the end of what we want to talk about here today. Oh, shoot. Now I have my notes for this on my phone, but now I'm streaming on my phone. You guys, who's having a better day than me so far? Give this a like or a thumbs up or whatever the kids are saying these days. All right, all right. We're just gonna. And if you've ever live streamed while traveling, now you know. Don't do that unless you have a better computer than I do. Gotta get myself one of those new MacBook Pros or something. All right, let's get into the stuff you're actually here for. Oh, thank you, Tom. What went by too fast for the 400K? I remember you the 5 figures. Yeah, I remember when I was in the 0 figures, and that's what we're gonna help you guys get past this. So, oh, cool. There's a super chat icon on this mobile app now. That's cool. All right. All right, let me hit the recording. You guys ask your questions. I got them right here in front of me. I'm here. Here's the setup, just so you guys see. Since it's already so chill and behind the scenes. So this is the chat from the old stream, which we're no longer doing. I just showed you my notes, and so Heidi will be putting the responses, your questions there. Okay? Yeah, emergency vehicles, lawnmowers, all that kind of stuff is going to be happening. That's where we're going to go on. All right, let me start the clean break for the podcast recording, and we'll jump into this. Okay? Well, hello, creators. How are you guys? It's great to hang out with you again for another Video Creators Podcast episode like we do every Tuesday here on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify. And I got a topic to talk with you guys about today called 3 Fixes for a Better YouTube Channel. Or at least that's what I think it used to be called. What is it called now? It's called, 3 Fixes for a Small YouTube Channel. And what we want to do with you guys, what I want to do with you is talk about some of the common things that I see that are really holding channels back. You know, I've been doing YouTube for a long time, since 2006 was my first video upload. And I've worked with, I've done video strategy for Warner Brothers, for Disney, for HBO, and for Budweiser and eBay and all these big brands, all the way down to small creators who have like just starting out on YouTube, have 0 views, 0 subscribers, and I've seen like some common elements that tend to be a problem for these smaller channels who are trying to grow and trying to get traction. And these smaller channels, you know, there's some things you obviously need to consider and take in mind, but a lot of them are kind of making some same mistakes, and so I want to talk about 3 of them here with you today. Now, if this sounds different to you than it normally does, that's because there's cars driving by, there's people mowing their lawns. My wife and I and our family, we drove 18. Well, it felt like 18 hours. I think it was literally only like 14 hours from where I live in Cincinnati, Ohio, down to Oklahoma, and we're here for a few days visiting my in-laws. And I live stream the podcast, and so I wanted to live stream this like on a normal schedule, like I normally do on Mondays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. But so many technical difficulties, I'm actually just now doing this on my phone, and the people who are watching this live have been super chill and cooperative and understanding. And unless I missed it, the chat's going by a little fast, but I haven't seen anyone call me names, or the moderators are doing a great job at filtering all that out. So hopefully here the content value is going to be more valuable to you than the audio quality here. And that some of this content, I think, is like when I do these consultations, these one-on-one consultations with channels, like these are consistently 3 of the things that I find that I'm talking through with these channels. Some of the stuff might be things that you've already heard before, and you're like, Tim, you talk about that all the stinking time. And I'm like, yes, it's because it's so important, and few people are actually doing it, and so they pay me to get into a consultation with me or someone on my team. And then we talk about that in more depth on their channel and really help them kind of take the steps that they need. But here's the trick, guys. I am 100% confident that the people who do these things will see tremendous growth. Now, doing them and understanding them are 2 different things, right? So it's like you can understand these things we're going to talk about here and be like, yeah, Tim, I see where you're going with that. I get that's probably important. But then not do anything with it, or do it halfway. Now, these things are not quick. It's not something you're going to snap your fingers and like, boom, insta success. You know, like tomorrow. These are things that are going to take time to develop. These are things you need to integrate into your content over time, that when you do that, it will make a big difference. But In the meantime, this is going to take some work, and I think we all understand that there's, it comes to YouTube, there are some people pitching quick tips and quick strategies and hacks for this, and that's not how I roll. I'm kind of more like, maybe there's some things you could do that would give you a quick spike in views, but in terms of sustainability and actually growing an audience of people who care and want to come back and will keep watching, that's what we're after here. We want to build momentum. We don't want to just get a quick flash in the pan of a couple views here and there. So that's what we're going to talk with you guys here about today. And so thank you for those of you guys who are listening to the podcast recording of this for just kind of being flexible with the audio quality. And those of you who are watching in the live stream right now from my phone, and this is actually being recorded from my phone in the live streams. So thank you guys for being flexible. So the stuff that you need to do to these fixes for your small YouTube channel. Let's talk about the first one here, and we're going to get through all three of these, and then we're going to dive into your questions. Heidi's already is producing this. She's already grabbing your questions from the live chat and put them in front of me, so we'll dig into those here in a second. So the first thing that you guys have heard me talk about, and you're probably going to roll your eyes when you hear me say this, but it is so true, and most people don't do this well, is one of the biggest problems is, number one, is that these smaller channels don't have a clear value proposition for a specific target audience. They have an idea of the type of content they want to make, whether it be vlogs or gaming, or they want to teach someone maybe DIY, tutorial, how to, or stuff for their business and their products. So they have an idea of like the types of videos, but they haven't really figured out who it's for and why they should care. So I think it's important for us to think about this on the other side of like the people who are coming to our YouTube channels for the first time, and what do they think? What do they feel? What do they notice? What stands out to them? For someone like us as creators, we've put a great deal of thought into our content. And so for us, sup, hey, my phone overheated. This is just not a stream that's supposed to happen, I don't think. So I took it out of its case. Hopefully it works. Okay, so we lost like all the viewership. Just break. Am I back? Okay, it looks like hello. Hello, is this working? All right, I don't think it's just a podcast episode anymore. I think it'd be better just to record it separately when I know this is I'll just have to record this separately, get a better experience for those people on the podcast. So, oh man, I really want to talk about this with you guys.